All right, guys. This is the Champions League Hangouts, man. Pretty much just reviewing what has happened within the Champions League week. So I think since it's still fresh in our mind, we've got to really talk about the Barcelona Man City game. Obviously, my post-match review is already out there on the YouTube channel for people to see and to watch. So this was pretty much just expanding on what we saw. And I think the first thing, obviously, I want to get Alok's view on this is that that was strange, a very strange game because that game wasn't a 4-0. That wasn't like if you look at the scoreline, that is not the match that I saw. So the scoreline doesn't really reflect what that really was about. So I think that what it was is that Man City, they could have won the game. It's as simple as that. Man City could have won the game. They had the opportunity and they had the ability to win the game, and I just think that they let it slip. They let it slip, and I think that obviously you had the sending off, which obviously changed the dynamics of the game. But even with the sending off, City actually played better. City actually had a lot more chances when that sending off even happened. And with Barcelona, this is the issue with this team is that they didn't play well. Messi hardly did anything. Suarez had a horrible game. Neymar was in and out. The front three were very quiet. Iniesta, again, didn't have as much of an influential game that he had. Even digested biscuits, he really wasn't holding the ball as usual. But they still won 4-0. That's what this team can do. So, let me give it to, Alok. How did you see the game? How did you view it? As in, do you think that City deserved more from the game or the result was a fair result?
I don't think it's a fair result. I think City is to blame for all their faults. 3 out of 4 goals were their fault, of course. They should have scored at least one goal. They have to score one goal. I think De Bruyne was great. Messi didn't really have a good game, but he scored 3 goals. That's the quality of champions. Even if you don't play well, they somehow find a way to win the match.
Oh no! Look, it's true, man. For me, I think the key thing is you look at someone like De Bruyne, and I thought that De Bruyne could have really. For me, I thought that De Bruyne was probably the best player on the pitch.
I agree.
Even if Messi scored those 3 goals, literally all Messi did was score those 3 goals. He didn't actually play that well. Yeah, he did. Messi in every game will always do 2 or 3 really amazing things in the game, but overall, he was actually very quiet. So, but I think the guy who was the most dangerous, I thought, was De Bruyne because I think he got in really good positions and everything. But I think Pep, why are you playing without a striker?
I don't
know. Because people would say, "Oh no, I look at the chances they created and everything." And if Aguero or Kelechi was in that first half, they will score at least one goal. As in, De Bruyne will at least find them in to put away one of those chances, and it didn't happen, man. So let me bring in Sharon. So Sharon, what were your thoughts on the City Barcelona game?
Well, first of all, I knew City will get battered. I would just, in your language, you say liquidate, something like that.
Lubricated.
They really got battered.
Lubricate.
Yeah.
Yeah, lubricate. Yeah, they really got. I knew they would get battered. I think they didn't.
But they didn't really get outplayed, though. That's the thing. They didn't get outplayed.
No, I know it, but I didn't say outplay. But they got battered, and I knew they got battered. But Barcelona really didn't play that well. I thought City played really well, but
very well. City surprised me. They surprised me a lot.
Yeah, I know they really surprised. They pressed really, and they were pressing, and they really made Barcelona. Suffer a bit, but I think City didn't take the chance as well, and I think the defense has been shaky. They were very shaky. The defense really shaky. Especially John Stones.
Oh yeah. And I think he's learning. And this is what I think the people were even saying that during the preview of the game that Stones, all you've really faced is Premiership.
Yes.
And these are just guys who really are nowhere even in the same freaking existence as Messi, Neymar, and the Cannibals. So I think that and you look at Neymar's goal, like Stones got completely destroyed. Like he completely just bamboozled him, and even for the Messi goal as well, Clichy was the main one at fault, but again Stones caught in no man's land. So wait, Machine, is your mic working? Machine.
Yeah, it is. It is,
Right.
but I have to tell you, man, I didn't watch any of the games.
Okay,
So,
okay, no,
why?
I tried watching tonight actually, but the stream was really choppy.
Oh, you
And,
know, that's sucks. I mean, okay, so, but in your view, tell me, I mean, do you feel that with that's Pep with City and everything, because obviously based on just how well they did, but do you still feel that he can take City far in the Champions League?
No.
No,
in the Champions League, no chance.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think they can go so far. They're still a team. This team needs to be fixed, especially the defense needs to be fixed properly, and I don't think they can go so far this year.
No,
I mean,
but it's not. But it's not about Pep. It's about the Premier League clubs.
Yeah. Look, this is his big test. He's not won a. He's just he's not won the last 4 games, and the Christmas period and the New Year will be a much bigger test. And I don't think they will do anything that well in the Champions League. I think Pep is going to face more difficulties now.
no, but for basically, the reason why I said this is that, again, I thought they'd get completely outplayed. Like, I just thought they'd get I thought it would be similar to what happened when he took Bayern to Barcelona. But obviously, Barcelona, they didn't play that well. And I was just surprised by just how, because that's why it's weird. Yes, it says 4-0, but 4-0 is because you've got a freak of nature like Messi who can play like crap and still score out of nothing. That's just what this guy does,
Yes, that's
Double H,
don't
that
wait.
is the
Don't you
difference.
think?
That is the difference between Mourinho and Guardiola. Do you remember Mourinho lost his first Clasico 5-0, and after that he never lost a Clasico. He always 2-1, 2-2. Mourinho, Guardiola never learned. Okay, he's arrogant. Okay, he wants to play his way. He does not want to defend. That's it.
Oh no! I think that's a very good point, because I think, like, for me, Guardiola's weakness has always been the defense. Really, as in, like, this guy just doesn't really preach defense. And the thing is that maybe you can get away with it playing against lesser teams, but even if you go down to 1 man and you go down to 10 men, there was no reason for you to concede those goals. Like, perfect example, still keeping with the Champions League, Juventus, they went down. Leon and not Barcelona, but still, Juventus, they went down to 1 man, but they still remained solid. And they were still, because once you go down to 10 men, you have to be really solid, and your shape has to be perfect. And you can't afford to make very stupid mistakes, which is what they made. And that's why, just quickly segueing into Juve, I think that Juventus could really surprise a lot of people in this Champions League.
Yes, I've told you that I won't be surprised if Juventus do win this Champions League. I think they have a very good squad this year.
No, for me, I think Juventus, they literally, people are not really looking at it, because again, because of Syria, and they do really well in Syria. I just think that if Juventus win their group, they get a favorable draw. They then get into the quarters, and once you're in the quarterfinals, you've not really hitting that your yardage and everything. You're looking at guys like, they have an excellent striker, Higuain. Cuadrado is very crucial for them. You've obviously got Dybala. They've got an amazing defense. If Khedira can be kept fit, if, let's say, Khedira is fully fit, he has no injury worries, and you also have Higuain, Cuadrado, Juventus are a very hard team to beat.
How are they doing in the Serie A?
Oh no! Look, I mean, come on, Machine, give me a break. Oh, they are 5th in this area. Of course, they are first, man. Come on, man. It's like they will sleepwalk that league. But
sorry, I just want to say one thing. The scary part about Juventus is that they also have the squad to completely change up a formation and deal with it, because not only do they have attacking wingbacks, but their wingbacks are good defensively, and they have 3 of the best center backs in the world. So honestly,
and also on that, because I was watching some of the what do you mean watch? I watched the Juve Leon game, man. Dani Alves, man, because you go back to Barcelona, because I figured out, okay, why was Barcelona playing so well? Jessica Alba went off injured, and Sergi Roberto didn't play the game. He was fully injured.
Right.
And those are 2 very important attacking elements to their game. And for me, people are underestimating how much Barcelona will miss Dani Alves.
Yeah, Messi.
Wait,
Messi had to play Mascherano and right back today. I was questioning that managerial decision, but
I mean, I don't know.
Actually-
That's what like Pep, man. Just why are you being so freaking stupid?
You know what he should do?
Mascherano is freaking right back. Play a damn striker. Put De Bruyne where Mascherano is. Stretch him. Really go at him, and then you can, because that game Barcelona were there to get beat. Yes, they will get. You can't stop them from scoring, but they were there to concede goals. Like that team I saw there. I now understand how Celta Vigo scored 4 against them. I understand it.
Do you think Pep self-sabotages every time he plays Barcelona?
Yeah.
no.
He always gets backed by time.
Who knows? No,
He probably wants to make a
conspiracy,
move
man.
so
I
that-
wouldn't be surprised because I'm like, Bayern Munich, you went for a man-to-man marking and got your face slashed open. In this game, you Aguero is your top striker, and you don't play.
Yeah, but Aguero
Do you
flops
think-
in a big game, so.
Do you think he knows them too well that he kind of overthinks it?
No.
But it's not. I think that could be an element, but I think because he knows them so well, which is why it's so weird that he got it so wrong when he was with Bayern Munich, and he got it so right in this game, because tactically he got it right. Tactically, City created chances and really exploited Barcelona. Just that, play a damn striker. Somebody needs to explain to me this whole false nine, because false nine only worked for one team, and that was Spain.
And
It worked for them, and it worked for them in 2012.
Yeah, same.
Man, I think it works much better for Barcelona than it did for Spain.
Spain
Messi
won
was
the
playing
Euros
false 9.
playing the false nine in 2012. So,
Um,
and also Barcelona, Barcelona don't really play the false nine in the same way as thingy, because remember, Spain don't have a Messi. So you can say,
Yeah.
oh no, Messi isn't a striker, but no, Messi is a freaking all-offensive beast, which Spain didn't have. And in 2012, Spain had just a bunch of pure midfielders. Messi, I don't even call Messi a midfielder. I don't call him a striker, but again, he's not a pure midfielder. But in 2012, Spain just had a bunch of midfielders, and they won 2012 with a bunch of midfielders. That's what they did. But only Spain can play that thing. Man City, I'm sorry, you can't tell me that Nolito, Sterling, De Bruyne, and now these false nine people taking it in turns to be strikers. It doesn't work. You need a striker who makes those specific runs. And if they had a striker on that pitch, I'm telling you right now, they get at least 1 or 2 Gs.
yeah,
you think-
remember when Messi signed Martino, and Martino did the same thing, and it didn't work out. It's same story right there.
Yeah, man. It's but look, I want to talk briefly because I need to mention this, man. Somebody needs to look this up or something. Joshua Kimmich. This guy.
Scored again.
Right, is he their
We're not
highest
gonna
scorer?
talk Bravo.
This is scary. This is
Okay.
briefly. No. We'll get back to Rob. I mean, we talked about him briefly, but we'll get back to that. But Kimmich,
Okay.
this guy's 21 years old. I think this guy has scored in his last 6 or 7 games straight.
Probably has 8 goals or something.
It's scary. And this guy, he's not a striker. As in, we still have those losers like Giroud, Borriello, and these clowns who should get a contract to be strikers.
Didn't
And
Pep play him at center back last year?
No.
Kimmich?
This guy was primarily a defender. Now he's now been used as a midfielder, so he showed that he's versatile. He's 21 years old, and this guy has scored in his last 7 games, which is crazy. So, and I think that basically for Bayern, this is what I was, and I try to explain to you people in the Hangout, and you guys, you refuse to listen to me. So please, I'm begging, listen to me. Don't insult the killer. Don't insult the Dutch killer, because that's why this Champions League is going to be very interesting. I say Juventus.
Yeah, but
very
is he
strong
going to stay
candidate.
fit the whole season? Is he going to stay fit the whole season?
Oh no, see, that's the issue. If the Dutch killer goes down, then Bayern, can they win the Champions League? No, they need him. I believe in the Dutch killer. I still believe it. I don't care how old this guy is. This guy, I back him over Messi. I back him
Yeah,
over.
but how old does he do against Atletico Madrid?
No. Against anybody,
Nobody plays as well against Athletic.
No. Once he is fully fit and fully sharp, Bayern with the Dutch killer and with your boy, what's it called, Douglas Costa, they can do something. And so just needs to he needs to figure out the Lewandowski Muller dynamic, and he also needs to figure out that midfield because again, I think Jujuman or someone made the point that Thiago and Alonso, that's not a central midfield. I'm sorry.
So do you think that they're going to break the Spanish deadlock
Dominance
in the Champions League? It's gonna be a club that's not from La Liga.
I look at it this way. Barcelona, I feel that yes, Messi is crazy, but I see a team that can get beat, and I see a team that who are weakened without Dani Alves. Real Madrid, Zidane, he's not here a great tactic.
Who's Zidane? Florentino's the manager.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they don't have a manager.
Come on, man.
Okay, so Fred, they don't. Guys,
They don't have one.
all I'm basically look. This is all I'm saying, and I said this before. Simeone, I am begging you, don't you dare get to a Champions League final and be the first team to lose 3 Champions League finals.
You know, I think
No,
if he
no,
faces anyone but Real Madrid in the final, he can win. But if he faces Real Madrid again, he'll probably lose.
I want Atletico to win this year, please, guys.
You know
They
what's-
deserve at least
you know-
one.
I'm really amazed.
Every final.
It's really amazing, and you got to give Simeone credit. And I think he's probably the only coach in the world that could do this.
Yeah, I mean,
Mourinho did it. Mourinho did it.
No. But wait, let me finish.
Yeah, wait.
But scraps.
After making 2 Champions League finals and losing to Real Madrid the way that he did, and just to somehow manage to like take those players and motivate them to play the way that they're playing right now in La Liga, and they're leading.
Amazing.
Right now,
This
it's
year
amazing.
Literally,
This year they have a much better squad.
No.
Much better squad.
If I was one
Don't
of
you
those
think
guys, I
Atletico
would
can win the
blow my
treble
brain.
this year?
I will literally get a shotgun to my head and I will blow my head off, like, because it's just too painful. It literally is just too painful. For me, I think that I'm looking at Atletico because I saw. Look at what they did to Bayern, and I'm looking at what they're doing to in this match that they had today. I'm looking at Carrasco. This guy has
Sick.
literally taken his game to the next level from last.
Yeah, but can they do it for an entire season? Like, who's to
No.
say that they're not peaking now?
No.
That's what I said.
No, you can't play like that for an entire season. It's not possible.
Do you know how they play?
We've seen them do it. We've seen them do it. They won the league like
No.
3 seasons
Basically,
ago.
Rahimski, the difference is that you look at how, let's say, Man City and Liverpool are playing, you can't sustain that for a full season. I look how Atletico are playing. Atletico, they're not using a lot of running. They're not overstretching themselves. I just see a solid tactical team. And I see a team that when the bad run comes, they have the shape, the strategy, the tactics to eke out a 1-0. So I don't see a team called 5-0, 6-0, playing crazy, full-on dynamic football. I don't see a team called they're just getting it done. They're just getting the business side done. So this is what I'm saying that, guys, man, please, don't be the first team to lose 3 Champions League finals. I'm begging you, because that's just really, really ridiculous. Don't make it. But to the point that Machine was making, I think Atletico right there. Again, things will change, and we've had many hangouts where we say, "Oh, remember the hangout we had? I think it was last season where we all thought Barcelona would win the treble, and look at what happened." So, but I think Atletico are the strongest Spanish side right now.
I think the final that I'd really want to see would be Juve versus Atletico. That
Yeah, that
Oh,
would be great.
God.
Yeah, that would be great.
Amazing.
That would be
Amazing.
because it'd be a change from the typical Spanish teams,
Mm.
and it'd be except for Atletico's the Spanish team, but it'd
It will
be
be good for football.
exception from Barca and Real.
Oh no!
I want to see Arsenal in the Champions League final.
Oh,
Hell
please.
no.
What happened?
Hell no. We'll know the result before the game starts if they're in the final.
Let Arsenal win the league first,
Who
okay?
had the audacity to utter such crap?
Listen,
There is
Why
Just
not?
because
Yeah,
was it scored a hat-trick?
listen.
not in a lifetime are Arsenal ever going to be in that Champions League final.
Yeah,
You never know.
King's right. King's right. Twitter would be fucking amazing.
Twitter would be
Exploded.
Oh my God, Arsenal fan TV.
It will explode.
No.
Arsenal fan TV, if they lost the final, could you imagine?
Oh my
Wait.
God.
Oh my
Did
goodness.
Twitter have a special deal with Arsenal fans or something? Literally, those guys run Twitter. Like every single
They've
time.
never won the league. They've never won the league since Twitter's been out, right? So that's
Yeah,
all they do
correct.
is talk.
Jeez.
Guys, no.
But they are playing great
Arsenal,
this season.
Quarters max. They're not getting further than the quarter.
What about can we do you foresee an El Clasico final?
No.
No, it's not happening.
If it's an El Clasico final, Messi will outcoach Florentino probably, and I don't want to see that.
El
So.
Clasico final should have happened years ago. Like it's outstayed its welcome. Like we don't want to see it.
No, wait. Can I make a very quick point? I mean, can we all agree that Luis Enrique is one of the most useless coaches out there?
He's a janitor.
No, he's a janitor.
No, he's
Did you
overrated.
see him at Roma?
You know, as in because actually this guy
He has
you don't
Messi.
like
that's it.
literally Messi won that.
Saves
Like,
him.
what are we supposed to know? What do you?
He
What
has
is
a cheat code. It's
You get
not
paid.
Messi
really-
make managers world class.
Messi is one of the best managers in world football.
No.
No,
Messi,
no,
he
top
made-
five.
he
Top five.
Messi
he
should
made
now
Pep
get
Guardiola won all the
Messi is doing
trophies.
two jobs because Messi is playing and he's managing that team. Because Luis Enrique is not managing that damn team. I tell you that right now.
He made Pep Guardiola a world class manager.
He's getting paid how many millions a year to just stand there? To just stand there. That's what you do.
No, King. I'm telling you right now, this guy, because like I was watching that Barcelona thing and I say, wait, Luis Enrique, what are you doing tactically? Because that's why.
Dude, all he does is sit down.
No, let me. You know what is so painful? I look at that Barcelona Man City game and I'm like, Guardiola, man, this guy is really using tactics, putting positionally, all that kind of stuff. And I look at Barcelona where there is zero rhythm, no chemistry.
Still win 4-0.
Messi literally just said, what, screw it.
That's football. That's football.
No, Enrique's
Still win
tactic
by
is
4-0.
Messi. That's it. That's basically
Listen, he has the easiest job of all time.
Correct.
No, he has the dream job. You just
Just like Zidane.
No. First of all, you get to fly to any country you want, but you get to fly to multiple countries for Champions League. You sit there on nice chairs and watch Messi play.
And also you also get
You also get credit. That's the worst part.
he also gets no. Luis Enrique, like, if Barcelona win anything this season, I'm snapping the medal from his hands.
He also has to manage Jeremy.
He won the coach of the year, dude. He won coach of the year 2014. What the fuck?
Dude, he needs to give that to Messi ASAP.
Very, very useless coach. Very useless. The guy does. I mean, no. So it's amazing.
Do you think that Zidane is like him? I wouldn't put Zidane as low as him.
He's better. He's better. I say.
No,
He's better.
Zidane's better than Luis.
See, the thing about Florentino is that he's not really a good manager. He's more of a man manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could put David Moyes in that
Guys, throw some respect on Zidane's name, guys. Come on, like, I mean,
Yeah, at least Zidane does something.
Double H. He's a great player, but as a manager, he's.
Oh, no. Look,
Tactically,
Zidane doesn't know tactics for Jack.
I think he tactics twice.
But did Ancelotti?
No, Ancelotti's like clueless.
Ancelotti's basically he's doing.
Didn't Zidane almost get
He's a man
Real
manager.
Madrid?
Hey, respect Ancelotti. I like Ancelotti.
Okay,
Good man manager, Zidane.
can I say something controversial?
Go ahead.
Is Carlo Ancelotti overrated as a coach?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No,
Yes,
no,
he
no.
is. 3
As
league
a
titles.
coach,
That's
yes.
Let
As
me
a man
wait.
manager.
I want to one by one.
Thanks.
One by one. So I'm going to go to so let's just go down the road. So the question is Ancelotti overrated as a coach? Yes or no? So I'm going to start with Alex. Do you have your bloody mic working? I said,
you hear me?
is Ancelotti overrated? Yes or no? What's your thoughts?
Do you hear me?
No. Football God, man. Next, please.
Do you hear me?
Look, no, I don't hear you, and now you're out. For football God, please answer.
He's overrated. If you look at the teams he had, like amazing teams, he only won 3 league titles, and only 3. The Champions League, the only thing that makes him like amazing coach. That's pretty much it.
All right,
Yeah.
King. What about you?
I think just given his achievements at the clubs he's done, and yes, even though it was against a weakened Atletico, he did give Real La Decima. So you have to just put some respect on that. Like, even though it was against a weakened Atletico, he still gave Real that La Decima. So yeah.
Machine.
I think it depends on what your definition of coach is, but like I think as a man manager, he's fantastic, and I think Zidane is a really good man manager as well. Sometimes coaches are specialized in one thing and one thing only, and that's enough to make them successful. Like for me, Simeone gathers a lot of different things. He's a man manager and he's a tactician, and that's why he's the best coach in the world. Guardiola is more of he's just a tactician, and too much so, I would argue. You know what I mean? He's like a philosopher, like Wenger, and he doesn't drop. He refuses to drop his tactical philosophies to let go of them. But yeah, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's one of the top coaches in the world.
All right, okay, Juju man, Ancelotti, is he overrated? Yes or no?
Yes, he's overrated. I mean, I think that if I was to say the top 3 best managers right now, I would say Simeone. Arsene Wenger, I think he's massively.
What?
Two things. No, wait a minute. 2 things. First thing, man, are you eating on air? That's the first thing. Are you eating?
Oh yeah, Wenger is seriously underrated.
No. But first thing, are you eating on my radio show?
Yeah. It's some brownie.
No, quiet. That is very rude, and that is very African of you. Second thing, did you just say Wenger is one of the top coaches?
You put him top 2, bro. Stop.
Listen, Wenger is winning. No, seriously. Wenger is winning a Champions League. The league.
What did I tell you? Arsenal in the Champions League final.
Look,
listen.
Agreeing with Juju, man, isn't going to get you any credit.
I will deal with you afterwards. Omuyoko, please. Let's get on something. Ancelotti, is he overrated? Yes or no?
I would say that as a man manager, he's one of the best. I would say as a tactician, not quite. Even though he's won the league in 4 different countries, because he'll win it with Bayern. He's won 3 Champions Leagues. So you can't say he's overrated just because if you look at what he's won, it speaks for itself. But there are holes in his managerial kind of prowess.
Rahimski.
Yeah, so Ancelotti, the way I see Ancelotti is he's more of a player manager. Honestly, I could never forgive him for losing a Champions League final to Rafa Fatboy Benitez, although he did get his revenge eventually. But I see him more of a player manager. He's not necessarily the best tactician in the world. He's not on Pep Guardiola or Messi's level of managerial technique. But in terms of like a person that won't step on too many toes, he's a good manager when it comes to that. He put Lom back and right back. He didn't step on too many toes at Real Madrid. He won La Decima for us. He's a safe pick for a manager, but I would say that he's a bit overrated. I would personally take Messi or Pep Guardiola over Ancelotti, but
all right, Sharon, man.
Give us one moment.
No. I will deal with you afterwards. Sharon, your turn.
Well, it's a difficult one. I mean, Ancelotti, a great man manager, but as a tactician, I'm not so sure. I mean, if you tell me to choose between Mourinho and Ancelotti as a tactician, I would choose Mourinho. So yeah, he's a good man manager, a safe manager, but I think he's a bit overrated. But yeah, I think he's just a good manager. I don't think he's not that good like Mourinho and Guardiola.
Is somebody putting their phone in a dishwasher right now?
I mean, what the hell?
It sounds like someone's moving furniture.
Okay. Kadeem, Ancelotti, is he overrated? Yes or no? Give us your thoughts.
I think no. It's just that he's getting older, and maybe it's not like going with teens, you know. Overall, the Bayern Munich team didn't improve that much, in my opinion. So I don't know. It's difficult to call.
Is he better than Wenger, Kadeem?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Anytime Sterling Wenger.
No, seriously,
He did-
let's go on because Juju, man, I know that we like to laugh and crack jokes.
I want to say one thing,
I
like,
love to crack jokes. Juju, man, let's not be very serious here. Are you being serious about that whole Wenger thing right now? Jokes apart.
Yes. Tell me why they're not winning. This man has been offering top 4 with no budget. He's going to accomplish right now. Arsenal look really strong. He's going to accomplish a lot.
Wait, no, but Juju, man, you're telling me that like you believe that Arsenal can compete with the likes of Bayern Munich, Juventus?
Yeah, look at Ancelotti. Ancelotti is very overrated. First of all, as man managing, is telling people like controlling egos. Is that what man managing is? What's all this man managing? And second of all, with Arsene Wenger, I mean, can you imagine working with shoemakers?
They've never won the Champions League under Wenger, and the last time they won the league, dinosaurs used to rule the earth. You realize that?
He's going to deliver. The guy will deliver. Trust in Wenger.
No. In history, he'll go down as Lillard.
All world managers today have their own issues. Like when Messi decided to let Pedro take the penalty, like that was an issue. But we don't.
No, Pedro 2.0. 2.0.
We don't slate Messi for that managerial decision. So every manager has their problems.
Okay, wait. Juju, man, is he still after Mar? Because his new name is not Mar. There's no more Neymar. After Mar scored that goal tonight, is he still Pedro 2.0?
Yeah, as long as he's Messi's assistant, he's Pedro 2.0. When he decides to have some cojones, then we can talk about being the lead football there.
Why did he have to go Mexican then, man? Bloody hell, man. No, but look, man. Basically, looking at the Champions League as a whole, like I think with the whole Ancelotti thing, I do think that he's one of those coaches who I would love to play for because he seems like such a nice guy. I would absolutely hate playing for Guardiola. He's a guy that would actually just piss me off playing for him. But I think Ancelotti just seems like a very nice guy. But I think Karim does make an interesting point, and I feel that the world of football right now, it has gotten very tactical. So unless you're a clown like Luis Enrique and you've got bloody amazing players on your team, you need to be very tactical right now, which is why Wenger is suffering. And which is why someone like Klopp will not win a league title with Liverpool. You need to have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. And I think for Ancelotti, he doesn't have the ability to really change something tactically within his team. Like if his team just plays that one way, it's a way that I love because it's a very 90s old school 4-4-2 kind of way, but he doesn't have that kind of Mourinho, Guardiola-esque kind of like, let's just tweak things a bit. Let's play this player here. Let us move this player around. Let's just change our shape. So that's what. But I do believe. But the flip side is that if he hits it with Bayern, because guys, Bayern have some very, very disrespectful players in their team. So because Douglas Costa, Robin, Lewandowski, these guys can be very disrespectful. So once he just gets them clicking, because remember when he got Real Madrid clicking, those guys were amazing. Those guys were hitting it high. So once he just gets them playing that free-flowing football and things, the chemistry is there. Everyone is on the same wavelength. Bayern can.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, what?
Like you're talking about the managers, I would like to ask you as a Chelsea fan, who here rates Antonio Conte? I mean, do you he's not mentioned as one of the tacticians, I mean, they all come in Italy, they call him one of the best tacticians. I mean, and no one really mentions him over here. I mean, I would like to know everyone's opinion about him, about Antonio Conte. I mean, do you really rate him?
No, I rate Antonio Conte. I like him a lot as a manager.
Basically, okay, I mean, I'll give everyone the platform to score, but I'll just kick things off. With Conte, it's interesting. I look at Juventus. Amazing. He won all those league titles. But Allegri did what Conte wasn't able to do. Allegri really took that team to the final. And really, I felt that did better with them in Europe. Because Allegri took them to the Champions League final, they should have beaten Bayern. That Allegri will forever, ever rue the mistake of taking off Morata in that game. It still gives me nightmares. But I think that what's it called? Conte, what that guy did in that Euros, that was some tactical mastery. And look at what he's doing with Chelsea now. Look, yes, they had a bit of a blip. He's now saying, you know what, screw it. I will play this 3-man defense. I will live and die by it. Because I think he was afraid to use it because it's like, okay, let's play with the 4. Gary Cahill is a bloody caveman. You know, he has like he has no brain cell, all that kind of stuff. But he said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to play defense, and I'm going to try and enforce some tactics into this team. So I think that Conte, I don't put him in the same echelon as your boy Mourinho. Maybe Guardiola. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to put it in the Ferguson kind of Mourinho-esque, but I just feel that Conte, he's one of the best. He's definitely.
But what happens? Will you be surprised if? Will anyone be surprised if Chelsea do win the Premier League under him with this squad?
No.
Yeah.
No,
No, Chelsea were to begin with.
Yeah, guys, I'll finish my other two managers before we continue with Conte. The best manager is Allegri, and fourth is Pochettino. And as
Allegri.
And
yeah.
Oh no! Don't wait. Who the hell questioned Allegri?
Me.
Allegri is good, guys.
Allegri
Mourinho
was one of the best managers right now. Okay.
I don't rate this guy.
No. Really throw a lot of respect on Allegri because Allegri, yes, I understand what he did at AC Milan. What Allegri is doing with Juventus is high quality coaching.
He plays in a dead league.
No, but still, it demands.
I will repeat myself. Juventus, he took Juventus to a Champions League final. Fair enough, they played against the cheats in Barcelona. They pretty much beat Bayern. They pretty much beat them.
But whose fault was it they lost? His fault.
No. But okay, you can say it was his fault, but he still put them in a position tactically to beat Bayern in Bayern's hometown. But so what he's done with Juventus is amazing. And I look at these guys. Higuain is scoring with his boys. Cuadrado is dangerous. Guys, Juventus, don't sleep on Juventus for this Champions League, man. Don't sleep on this.
My boy Dybala, if he clicks, oh man.
So what was your list again, Juju man?
It was number 4. It was Pochettino. Number 3, Allegri. Number 2 was Wenger, and number 1 was.
Okay. So Messi's 5th, right?
So Juju man, why David Moyes make your list?
Oh no! Is Sunderland struggling? I mean, Moyes is not a maker. He's not that good.
What about the greatness of Van Gaal? Look at the great.
You know what? I actually rate Van Gaal. I'm not gonna lie. I think he was a brilliant manager.
I think Van Gaal was actually misunderstood. You know, that's what I think he was misunderstood. But he was actually he used to be good before. But you know what? Look, guys.
Past tense, not anymore.
Oh no! Look, which is the point that Kadim was making, which is very interesting, is that my fear is that are we seeing the decline of Ancelotti?
Definitely.
Maybe yes. I was thinking about that.
As in maybe because I think that I said this at the beginning of the season. Even if Dortmund are effing around right now, I said that Dortmund would win the Bundesliga this season because what I've been saying it's been come to pass. But Dortmund, that didn't come to pass because these guys are dropping points. But you see how Bayern are struggling because 3 years under Guardiola's very specific coaching that's constant, it is very hard to now go back to something like an Ancelotti, which isn't as incessant as Guardiola. Actually, look at Guardiola on the touch. This guy literally coaches every single move. So as a player, it would drive you crazy. You know,
he wants perfection.
It's bizarre. I just thought that most of the coaches that go by Real Madrid, they do a Real Madrid stint, they come out like broken.
Yes, like Mourinho.
Yeah, Mourinho's never been the same.
Mourinho's never been the same after Inter Milan.
Yeah, no, I think after Madrid, he's
Yeah, after
become.
Madrid killed him.
I think
Mourinho,
Mourinho's overrated.
it turned him sour.
Whoa, Kadim,
What?
don't say that.
No, please, Mourinho. Okay, I don't really like. Okay, he's a Chelsea legend and all that. Okay, I don't like him that much, but he's one. He was one of the best.
Yes, he was.
What's the name of that guy I'm forgetting with the glasses? The Italian guy that was
Capello?
Capello.
Capello, exactly. Capello never, people are talking about him as one of the best coaches in the
Oh,
world.
No, Capello's amazing. He's great.
Remember what he did with England in 2010?
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
has
but
he-
that's
what has-
England.
what has he done since?
That's England. That's a relegation team. Like,
Whoa!
really blame him?
Whoa.
Yeah, why are England still relevant?
No,
in
England are
2016?
irrelevant. No.
What-
England are the most overrated. I live in England. England are garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, I don't know why these guys make headlines every single week.
Trash.
because they run the headlines.
They make the headlines.
No. How can
It's
you
very
have
simple. No, football it's very simple. What language are we speaking right now?
English.
Yeah.
In English. England still, because of the British Empire and all that kind of stuff, the reason why England are somewhat relevant is because of people still have this view of England's dominance. Look at the English language is the most.
It's called imperialism, Double H.
Roy Hodgson,
Just say
Gareth Southgate?
No, it's just true. But objectively, England should be irrelevant. Objectively, people shouldn't even mention them because
Sam Allardyce.
England are worse than Iceland. They're worse than Iceland. Machine, I'm not even. Look, wait, you guys are laughing. Didn't they lose to Iceland? And also, England struggled to beat Slovakia. So England are on the level of Slovakia and Slovenia.
We didn't win a game in the Champions League group. I mean, in the World Cup group stages. That's atrocious.
No,
They
seriously.
drew with Russia, bro.
Shrek is your
Well,
all-time top scorer. How
It's
do you feel about that?
there is some kind of cultural issue at work.
There's a lot of politics in the England job. Like, remember the John Terry shit? That was all political.
No. Okay. Let me ask you this. Okay.
You want a racist as a captain? Like,
Sam
No, I
Allardyce.
know, of course.
And
But
also,
of course, but you can't deny his quality.
Wait, guys. Let me ask you this. The last 50 minutes. Should Wayne Rooney retire from football right now?
Absolutely.
he should have retired yesterday.
Yeah, he should have retired 3 years ago.
He should have retired when Ronaldo left Man U.
No,
No, I would say, I don't know that.
Wait. Does anybody disagree? Who says no?
I disagree.
I say no.
'Cause I disagree with Rooney.
Of course.
He's still,
Wait. Okay, chill. Let me hear what Kadim says, then I'll go to Jujuman. Kadim, why shouldn't he retire?
I mean, as long as he can play in the Premier League, then I think it's not an issue. I mean, he could play for Everton, or maybe I don't know. Like
The problem is
He's garbage.
he's useless.
He could maybe get into the Sunderland level.
Sunderland, yeah. Maybe
No, he
Sunderland.
won't even make Sunderland's team.
oh
I
no.
will say this though. I will say that under Mourinho, I know he looks shocking right now, but he might just thrive because he's the typical Mourinho player. He's become a workhorse.
Every team needs a ball boy. So
Okay, wait. Let's hear what Jujuman. Okay, Jujuman, why should
Workhorse.
Rooney still keep playing?
I think most people are disrespecting Rooney. Remember, this boy debuted at 16. Was it 16 or 18 as a professional? And
16, I mean.
right now, I mean, he's you can see shades like his understanding of the game, and he has
What?
Trash.
no. Technically, he's good. He's just fat. He's
50
just fat.
stage of garbage.
Garbage.
But don't you think it's strange that Rooney could play at the top?
You cannot say he's
No. Okay, basically, my thing is that like, for you guys saying that okay, Rooney can still Kadim says Rooney can still sort of play within the Premiership level. I disagree because if you can't pass to another man in the same shirt as you can't be playing in the Premier League. And for Jujuman to say, oh, this guy, look at what he did when he was 16. The thing that infuriates me more than anything are people who get picked because of what they did like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
If Ferguson was in charge, he would have been sold 3 years ago.
No. Do you know what makes me sick? Is that people overrate Rooney, but then they forget about actually good players like Joe Cole. Joe Cole's England's best player of all time. Right now, yeah, Joe Cole's one of England's best prospects ever. But people
I've been saying this for ages, and also, you know what? People will disagree with this man. Lallana in my opinion, is England's most important player,
Henderson.
attacking wise.
Yeah, anyone see the no look pass?
I think it's Sturridge, but Sturridge always flops for England.
Goodness.
So you
Sturridge is
rate
great.
Joe Cole really highly because he's the most technical player that England's ever produced. Well, not ever.
Not ever. No, hell no.
Yeah.
Bobby Charlton, like
He's
I can go
up
on and
there.
on. Bobby Moore.
I mean, those guys weren't technical players, man. They were like
No. But machine. That's the issue. Is like, someone like
The fact that Rooney gets in the squad, but Jermaine Defoe can't.
No. But
That
the thing is,
pisses me
Joe
off.
Cole could have been one of England's greatest ever players. And my thing is this: is that when I went to school in England, the technical players don't make the first team. The
They
people
don't.
who make the first team are guys who can run, who are very physical,
Work rate.
and who are very fit.
Yo,
Paul Gascoigne type players.
Double A.
This is something I noticed when I recently went to like Germany. I went to France and Germany. This is what I noticed. In the way they teach, they actually teach kids how to be technical when they play football. They teach kids, okay,
but Germans aren't that
this is how you
technical.
pass, this is how you do this. In England, it's just run across the line, cross the ball, run across the line, cross the ball. That's all they teach their players here. They don't teach their players how to be the actual art of football. They make football this mundane, rudimentary thing that, okay, just run line, cross the ball, have a shot, that's it.
But basically, back to football God's point. The reason why you will continue hearing about England has nothing to do with football. It's about politics, and it's about England standing in the world. Obviously, Brexit may have actually changed England's image right now, but I think people still, the
For the
British
better.
Empire somehow still has some sway. So it has nothing to do with football whatsoever. Nothing.
Just hey, Double A, just to switch up a bit. I was wondering in their talking tactics, what were you thinking when you said Kante playing the pillow role? I need an explanation.
Yeah, come on. That was a bit, yeah.
No,
Over the top.
guys.
No, Kante was playing like a bit like Fabregas' role he was playing.
No. Let me look. Obviously, Pirlo is the most unique football player of all time. That's a fact. Nobody will ever be like Pirlo.
Like of all time?
I'll say no. I'll say it again. The two most unique midfielders of all
Oh, now
time,
there's two.
Okay, that one.
Pirlo and Riquelme. Those are the two most unique. As in, like, there's literally never been any other central midfielder like those two
What
players
about
ever.
Iniesta?
What?
Iniesta.
No, he said unique, not best.
No,
He said unique.
there are many different. There are many Iniestas out there. Like literally, the way that Pirlo and Riquelme played is just extremely. Well, they're literally in a different planet as opposed to everyone else. So, but my thing is that when I said it to Pirlo, I said, can't say the way that he's creating, the way he's pulling the strings, is similar to how Pirlo would pull the strings. And Kante is a kind of player where this guy is all encompassing. Hence why I say, Pogba, stop dabbing. Put dabbing to one side, because if you concentrate on, you need to concentrate more on football than your hairstyles and your dabbing, because Kante is making a strong argument to be first choice midfielder for France over Pogba right now.
He won't though. You know politics in the background. He won't. Even
I've always told Kante
It's
is
about
better than Pogba. He
I
might
mean-
not be that talented like Pogba, but he always gives 100%, and that's why I always
No, but Sean, no. I think it's more than even 100. Because like, I hate when people say, "Oh no, Kante, he's a workhorse. He works hard." Blah blah. No, yes, he's a workhorse and everything, but he is also technically very good. You know, this guy can pick a pass from many different places, and the way, like I told you, central midfield is an extremely hard position to play, and what Kante does is extremely hard. As in the kind of box-to-box movement that he's doing, the way he's covering the field, his intelligence of knowing how to intercept, how to launch attacks, and how to position himself, that's very hard, extremely hard. So, you know, give that guy some props. But guys, man, Pogba, man, it's difficult. It's like, because this guy, I saw this happening, and I played with Pogba. Don't leave Juventus. Don't leave Juventus. You're not ready. Don't leave Juventus, because that's that 89 million is going to be a dark cloud over him. He pretty much will have to pretty much do like the moonwalk for people to even say, okay, well, maybe, because people would always say, oh, 89 million, he's not worth it. So even if he actually plays well and does good things, people will even expect even more from him. And for a guy so young, it could affect him. This is why I said this was always a bad move for him. He should never have left Juventus, and he's going to regret it. He will regret it.
Well,
Havo, can I ask you a question quickly?
Yes.
Are you gonna be making a pre-match analysis video on Trump versus Clinton?
Yes, I'll be doing that straight after this.
Wait, what are your predictions for?
Yeah, what do you predict? Do you think Trump can tactically be
man, Ramsky, man? You know what? I'm getting my ice cream ready. I'm getting my snack done and everything. That's because I'll say this right now. Okay, this is a good way to end it. Screw it. It's football habits, but I don't give a crap.
Wait, do the predictions for the Chelsea United game also.
Okay,
we are getting battered by United.
I'll give you those two. The first thing is that Hillary Clinton will win the election. That's a fact. It's a done deal. She is the system. You cannot beat the system. It's as simple as that. I feel that Trump is going to do something very shocking. I don't know what it will be, but I just feel that Trump knows he's losing. I know this is.
Wouldn't be surprised if he stabbed her on stage.
Oh, he could.
Do you think he's gonna? Do you think he's gonna?
I'm dead ass. I'm
He's bringing Obama's half brother that Obama doesn't get along with anymore.
Didn't he ask her to get drug tested or something?
Do you think Trump will whip his dick out of this debate?
Machine, he could. He could. So anything could happen. And as far as Chelsea United go,
1-0
Chelsea 4-0.
We are getting battered.
1-0
we are
United.
getting battered.
I'm telling you right now, like that's United performance that I saw. Yes, it was defensively strong and everything like that. Yeah, but if they bring that crap against Chelsea, man, I mean, Chelsea are the favorites, man. So
I see a 0-0.
No, 1-0 United.
I'm thinking.
No. I think 4-0 United.
Mourinho and Conte are way too tactical. It's going to be a 0-0. It's going to be a 0-0.
I'll say Man United. Can you see Mourinho taking an L from the players that sabotage him? He's going to pay back real bad.
If we lose, if we lose, our
go to that pitch and make a tackle, he will, man. But man, I think I think that because I said it before, United are not winning the league this season. It was too much, and for me, but I'll leave you with this. If Mourinho somehow, with that clown Rooney and some of those bloody backyard players like Herrera and so forth, if he manages
good. Good.
Yes, I said Herrera. Yes, that
oh my god,
that guy.
Valencia.
Average.
What are you talking about? He's playing better than Pogba.
If Mourinho wins this season with some of those backyard boys, obviously Eric Bailly is a very good defender, then people need to say that he is undoubtedly the greatest manager of all time.
What?
So I put that right out there. If he wins the league,
people already say that, Double A's.
What?
People already say he's like the greatest ever.
No.
He's not. Fergie's the greatest.
Ferguson has to be the greatest. Yeah.
Like you can't. There's no way anyone can touch.
Wait a minute. You're putting Ferguson over David Moyes?
Oh my god.
And the hangout, bro.
You're putting Ferguson. No. Seriously, I'm telling you, that is the most insulting thing I've ever heard in all of my 20-something.
The chosen one, wasn't he?
How old I am. To put Alex Ferguson above David Moyes is extremely rude. Trump, let's go.